1 week ago, we were breaking records with high temperatures, but tonight, winter is back in full effect. Good Monday evening, everyone. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Caitlin Pearson. Thanks for joining us tonight. Chief Meteorologist Chuck Collins is watching some wintry weather headed our way. Chuck, are we expecting some accumulation here?
It looks like the only accumulation we'll see is maybe in our extreme northern counties around I-80. Most of us will see maybe a dusting, if that. It looks like the snow line gets pushed farther to the north, but it's just a gentle reminder. This is normal for this time of the year. The 63 degrees we saw on Christmas and the day after, that's not normal. Anyway, let's check out and see what's happening as far as what we can expect. Most of us will see maybe a trace or a dusting if we're lucky. That's along and south of Interstate 74. You go farther north toward routes 17 and 18. That's around Stark, Marshall, northern Livingston, southern LaSalle counties. Maybe a dusting to an inch if that. And it looks like maybe an inch or two north of the Interstate 80 corridor. We've had occasional snow showers around the region, but most of the action is confined to areas along that Route 17, 18, and I-80 corridor. Most of it will stay that way, but we could see a few snow showers for most of us by the time tomorrow morning rolls around. 31 right now in Peoria. That's the low for the day. 30 in the Twin Cities. Blustery day tomorrow, but the good news for the new year, it looks like we'll warm up and have plenty of sun on January 1st. I'll talk more about that in just a couple of minutes. Tyler?
Chuck, Bradley University leaders tell us they are increasing security after several crimes, including robberies, took place on their West Bluff campus.
The most recent being an armed robbery near two campus buildings a week ago. Andy Weber breaks down how the city and university are cracking down.
Bradley says these new security measures will result in higher law enforcement visibility. Basically, people will see more cops throughout campus.
I still feel fine. I mean, I think there has been a little more concerns the past month and a half.
David Jorgensen graduated from Bradley University in 2017 and now works in Peoria. He still lives only blocks away from BU. While he's aware of the recent crime in his neighborhood, he still feels safe going about his normal life.
You just have to be aware of your surroundings. Anyone does. I never feel unsafe, but I still, when I'm walking around or if I'm driving across, campus, I just make sure that, I'm safe and just, kind of know what's going on.
And while students and others in the area may feel the same way, Bradley University announced new security measures for the campus on Monday. They come days after an armed robbery occurred between two academic halls. Bradley President Gary Roberts says after meeting with city officials and law enforcement, 4 new procedures will be implemented. These will include increased patrols by Peoria Police, modified patrolling strategies for Bradley Police, hiring of additional security personnel, and increased free student shuttle service. Peoria City Councilman Chuck Grabe was at that meeting and is confident these additions will only further improve what he views as an already rather safe neighborhood.
By focusing in that meeting on what we can do to better coordinate our resources, I think everybody will turn out to be the winner, not only the students at Bradley University, but those citizens who live adjacent to the university.
And we expect to see this new security come the end of this month when classes resume for the spring semester. Reporting at Bradley University, I'm Andy Weber, 25 News.
All right, Andy, thank you. Bradley also released a written statement on the matter last week, but today decided not to discuss it on camera.
Around 70 teens were involved in a large fight that broke out in downtown Peoria last night after an event at the Dream Center. Officers were called to the Dream Center around 10:45 after reports of multiple fights and did find a large group of 70 teens outside. Many refused to leave. We know arrests were made, but no exact number has been given. No serious injuries were reported. A Peoria woman is behind bars tonight after police say a baby was dropped during a domestic situation. 27-year-old Brandy Owens was arrested for investigation of aggravated battery of a child under 13, endangering the life or health of a child, assault, domestic battery, criminal damage to property, and resisting an officer. Police tell us the baby was taken to the hospital as a precaution and wasn't seriously hurt.
A Morton home is a total loss tonight after an early morning fire, and weather was a factor. Department Chief Joe Kelly says the house located on Pershing Street was a total loss. That street was then closed for a couple of hours while crews worked to put that fire out. That house in Morton was vacant, so no injuries were reported. There was no damage to any house next door, but the chief did tell us that the wind this morning made fighting that fire a bit more difficult.
As Hanukkah draws to a close tonight, officials in New York are still trying to figure out why a man with a machete stabbed 5 people at a rabbi's home on Saturday.
Such a disturbing story. Security